I am alive, and it's good to be alive, and today we are checking out the Pyrana! This thing is really cool looking. It's pretty much just a big-ass barrel with a handle and a bunch of, like, quills and spines on the back of it. So this thing is a high critical chance, slash-based, fully auto shotgun pistol. Oh! I'll be honest with you, I'm a little tight in my pants right now. Speaking of, I have something to show you. It's mods, everybody. It's just mods. Jesus, calm down. Don't get too excited. So this weapon, actually, I've enjoyed for a really long time, even long before it got its recent buff, just because I like how simplistic it looks, and I like the concept. It was a full auto shotgun pistol. I thought it was really cool at the time. It just didn't hit hard enough, and the fact that it only had a 5-round clip, it felt like you spent more time reloading than shooting the actual gun. If you combine that with the fact that it was lackluster in damage, it just really wasn't worth using. But it got a pretty substantial buff, and I have got Prime Target Cracker, Hornet Strike, Prime Pistol Gambit, Lethal Torrent, Maim, and Barrel Diffusion. I do have a Riven, which is really nice. 64.9% damage to Grenier, 352% more damage, but decreased damage against Corpus. Be honest, I'm totally fine with that. You know, the minus 24% damage to Corpus is almost nullified by the 352% extra damage I'm doing anyways. Even if you don't have this Riven, I still suggest you pick up this weapon. It's just fun to use, and you never know. You might get a Riven for it later on and then have as much fun with it as I am. But essentially, these get me a critical chance of 54%, 493 impact, 493 puncture, and 8,693 slash. Combine that with the fact that it has a crit multiplier of 4, which is really good, and I can still fit another mod on it yet, but I put 5 formas into this thing, so it's still a work in progress. I'll probably have to forma at least one more time to fit another mod on there. So all in all, I really do enjoy this weapon. I think the damage that it deals more than justifies using it. Obviously, I do have a Riven, so that gives it a huge benefit to me that you guys may not have, but it's still really fun. On top of that, the fact that it does slash damage and it's a really close range weapon, I think it's really fun to use against the Infested, because like I said, there's very rarely instances where I would use a gun instead of a melee on Infested, but this is a weapon that actually works really well for that. It's also cool because given that it has a really high critical chance and shoots pretty fast and has like some strong recoil, it's not a bad weapon to put Creeping Bullseye on, because the decreased rate of fire actually makes the recoil a little bit easier to control, and obviously adds some critical chance to it, which is really nice. I actually don't have Creeping Bullseye on my build simply because the 54% critical chance is, honestly, I'm happy with it. I feel like it crits most of the time, because I feel like that's individually for each pellet, and so more often than not I'm getting a bunch of critical pellet hits, even with only slightly over half. And if you guys want to make this gun, you can research it in the Tenno Research Lab, and if you want to actually craft it, the only resource intensive things it's going to cost you is a forma and some control modules. So it's not bad at all. I think it's a really nice buff from what it was, and on top of the fact that it's something I already had built and was just sitting around in my arsenal, and then somebody wanted to get rid of a Riven, and it's obviously an underappreciated and underused gun right now, so I got the Riven for really cheap. So maybe you guys can pick one up too, but either way, I hope this video was helpful. I hope you guys have a kick-ass day, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace!